Hello and welcome everyone to an exciting episode of Client Interview Session. I'm your host Sindhura Raji, and today we have a very special guest joining us from HopOn India. We have Shalini Bansal, co-founder at HopOn India, a revolutionary travel platform that has been redefined the way we explore and experience the diverse beauty of India. So without further ado, let's dive into the journey of creating a virtual local guide for backpackers and foreign explorers.
Thank you, Sandhura.
So, Ms. Shalini, how are you doing?
Very well, thank you. How are you?
Doing very well, thank you. So, to start with, could you share the origin of HopOn India and shed light on the innovative spark that ignited this incredible concept?
Definitely. So, HopOn India was conceived by Shivendra, who's the founder, Shivendra Gupta and Alok Thakur. The idea arose from the fact that we thought there was a lot to say about India, about Indian heritage, about Indian culture, which we don't speak about much. So we wanted to make a very democratic tool to be able to tell the stories of India. And that is how HopOn India was born.
That's great. So something which has the complete, Indian culture and everything, in this HopOn India, wherein anyone from foreign or even from India also could explore this, right?
Definitely, yes. The idea was to be able to make it completely global, make it very, very easily approachable, downloadable anywhere, and anytime a person should be able to listen to the stories of India. That was what is on our mind.
So the fusion of technology and cultural exploration is truly fascinating. Could you take us through the metamorphosis of this idea into a digital masterpiece? Additionally, we would love to hear about your experience collaborating with us, Ecosmob, in this transformative journey.
Definitely. So culture has always been a focus. We were very sure that the center of our story and the center of our attention would always be culture and heritage. Technology for us was an enabler, and it is pretty much clear from our motto of old world storytelling, new age tech. So technology, of course, has been extremely instrumental in making us realize what we wanted to do. Ecosmob, of course, has been an accomplice since the beginning. We've come a long way. We've, I think, worked together to get to where we are now. The team at Ecosmob has been highly instrumental in helping us realize what we wanted to. And we continue the process of growth, the process of evolution continues. Every day we discuss new ideas and we sort of make them possible through collaborative working with Ecosmob.
So even we at Ecosmob are very proud and glad to be a part of this journey, wherein we are able to showcase the cultural, culture of India through this platform. So yeah, thank you for having us a partner with you.
Our pleasure.
Technology partner. So HopOn India's platform boasts an array of impressive features. Could you shine a spotlight on some of these remarkable aspects that HopOn India is a part?
So we've sort of evolved in the kind of bouquet of features that we offer. But yes, I think the first and foremost was the idea of being able to do locational storytelling. So our location-sensitive storytelling is a feature that we're still very proud of, where a person can just put on the story, start off the narration, put off the phone completely into their pocket and listen to the story. The phone helps locate the location of the user while he walks and narrates the story about the point at which he's standing. So that is one feature which we remain very proud of. There are many others that we've built along the way. We've tried also to make our app very inclusive now. So we've made it possible for people who are, hearing impaired to be able to read about what they're seeing. We have also tried many other features that makes the app more inclusive. The very idea of HopOn India was to be able to bring people closer to heritage and culture, people closer to local places. So even if there is someone who cannot really travel to the place, one can listen to the stories even sitting at home. There are many other features. Lately, we've been working a lot on making our user dashboard more intelligent and more informative. The idea has been to be able to provide information and provide data to museums and to destinations of culture to make really, data-based policies, data-based decisions. So to that extent, we've really worked to make our backend dashboard very intelligent. We are adding more and more features as we go along. For example, presently we're working on the feature of developing heat maps to show how traffic moves in a museum. So yeah, there are many other features which I wouldn't say are very, very innovative, but these are some. There are a few more that we're working on. We'll talk about them when we have really realized those.
Definitely. But these features indeed is something very impactful, and especially the audio one. So any specially
Yes.
able people, so this could be very informative for them as well. So they can listen and actually they can get the feeling of what the place they are in.
Yes.
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 And I was just going through the website and I just came across that we do have it's regional languages as well, right? Marathi.
Yes, that is. So all our platforms are multilingual. One can host as many languages as one wants. So, for example, we've got a Sarnath tour,
Mm-hmm.
which is in 9 languages, including international languages.
That's great.
So
So
the
it's considered
idea,
keeping in mind the international travelers as well as the Indian travelers
absolutely,
both.
yes. The idea is to be able to address diversity and make culture and heritage more accessible to people in the language they understand and appreciate it.
Yeah. As such, India is a culture of diversity and culture focused.
Completely,
And I'm
absolutely.
glad that HopOn India is actually implementing that into
Thank
this.
you.
So yeah. So could you regale us with some anecdotes or testimonials that encapsulate the essence of your journey so far, as these stories will undoubtedly resonate with our listeners?
So there are many testimonials perhaps to talk of in the last 7 years of our journey, but some that really remain with us. Um, um, you know, um, for example, we've had this really positive feedback from some passengers at the Mumbai airport. We've done the audio guide app for the artwork at Mumbai airport, and that whole collection is called the Art Beat of New India Museum. It was earlier called Jaya Hai. And we've had passengers talk about it, and people who really don't know we've done it come back and tell us that they've found this really interesting because they've seen those artworks for the longest time at the airport. But this is the first time they're sort of able to understand what's behind that artwork. We also sell our tours on Viator, that is
Mhm.
TripAdvisor, and users have given very positive feedback on the way we've told the stories, on the way we've made it very concise. The idea has been to make it all actually very, very user centric. So I think that's where we've been able to get through and get good testimonials. The museums we work with, the Tibet Museum, National Gallery of Modern Art, Salarjung, we have figures which show that, that's the biggest testimonial one could have.
True indeed.
The number of digital visits that we have to the museum are really good. They speak a very positive language. And I think that's the biggest testimonial for us.
That's great. That's really great. So, no, as you mentioned that you were mentioning that it's user friendly, so that itself,
Yes.
gives you a good testimonial.
Yes.
So, managing and supporting a diverse and global customer base, ranging from people across the globe, is quite a feat. Could you share how you approach this challenge and highlight the success you've encountered along the way?
So I think one thing that we realized right from the beginning was one size fit all approach doesn't work.
Hmm.
Culture is very organic, heritage is very organic. So we've just taken it one at a time. Also, in our design approach, we've always approached it from one user solution. I think if you go to address a problem that solves it for many users, you never really reach anywhere. And I think,
Consistency to
yeah, so,
maintain.
yes, so I think that's where it's helped. We've really worked with very different kind of clients, try to tailor make our solutions the way that fits them, and that's really worked. Also, we've kept in mind while designing the user interface of our solutions that the kind of user base we have is very, very diverse. Like you said, it's very global.
Yeah,
Um, so therefore, we've kept it very simple. The idea has been that the best design is the simplest one.
true.
So I think that is what we followed throughout.
And consistency as well. It helps maintain the consistency throughout the.
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely.
So, drawing from your expertise, what are the some of the best practices or tips that you can share with our professionals or businesses in your domain? Additionally, are there any common pitfalls or mistakes that you may advise them to avoid?
I'm not sure if I am really the correct person or I'm so experienced to be able to advise so much. We've just followed a very simple philosophy of completely ethical business, very honest and transparent practices. We've been very transparent with all our clients, and I think that has really helped. Of course, very professionally, we've managed the whole business with a very small team, and to stay lean, therefore, has been something that helped us also through the tough times of COVID. So to that extent, we've been very frugal, if I may say so. We've spent a lot on technology. We've made technology work for us. It's not like we worked for technology. We always had the approach that technology is an enabler for us. So our focus remained on what we set out to do, which is cultural storytelling. Pitfalls can be many. One has to be really patient. One has
Yes.
to understand, especially the sector of culture and heritage. I wouldn't say they've been very proactive in adapting to technology. And so that's a barrier that we faced to begin with. But I think we've been able to really sort of cross that obstacle very well. And I think patience pays off, finally. That is what I would say. And to be able to show users that it really makes the difference, convinces them.
True. So it's like more like HopOn India is more like technology and the culture, both going parallelly together, hand in hand.
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. It is about culture, it is about heritage. And technology, of course, has made it possible. It wasn't possible without technology at all. So yes, they are both hand in hand for us, which is why Ecosmob is definitely a very important collaboration partner in this. It wouldn't have been possible without the team of Ecosmob.
Thank you so much for those kind words. And we are very glad that no, in this cultural we have been we have been able to be a part of this HopOn journey, HopOn India's journey.
Thank you. Thank you. The pleasure is ours as well. Thank you so much.
Finally, we'd love for you to offer a call of action for our listeners who might be interested in pursuing a similar business venture or exploring the world of immersive travel experiences.
So that's a very difficult one to say. I think all that I've said will help you formulate one call of action yourself as a person who wants to really get into this. But yes, I would say culture is huge. It's you cannot arrest the power of culture, and don't try and do that. You have to see that technology is just an enabler to what you're trying to do. So be very careful in this and let this drive your entire process very carefully. Don't let technology take over culture. We do see some examples of this, as we work with museums and as we work with cultural destinations. I think that's where sort of things start going wrong. As so long as you realize that culture is what it is and technology is just going to help reach your aim to be doing the correct storytelling, I think then you have it right.
That's sure. Thank you so much for sharing this captivating journey of HopOn India with us today. It's an
My pleasure.
incredible how technology and information can blend seamlessly to create unforgettable travel experience. For a continued dose of captivating content, we invite you to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Stay updated by following us on Instagram at ecosmob_technologies. And for a deeper dive, explore our website at www.ecosmob.com. Thank you.
Thank you.